Guys, I got it before we start. I got a new pair of gloves today, and I'm very excited about them.
Oh, cool. Protect those hands.
Clearance.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I am your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my two favorite tribe members, Brian and Kevin.
Hello.
We're here to cover Survivor Week 9. It was entitled Who's Who in the Zoo. Personally, guys, I think I'm a lot better at coming up with title names, but that's just one guy's opinion. So, Bri, Kev, I'm gonna kick to you and let's talk Survivor.
Yeah, so these episode titles though are just quotes that these people say. So like whenever I pause it when it starts and they drop, I look at the title, I'm just waiting to see who said it. And this time it was Deshaun at Tribal. You guys think that?
I never look at like the name episodes.
Well,
Wait,
because I write the notes down, I always like have to write it, so I always am looking out.
if you're telling me that they make the episode titles based on the quotes in the episode, I have the best quote of this episode.
Bill, I swear to God.
Came from Liana. The episode name should have been this then. I hate his face. I could die.
Yeah.
That should have been the episode.
Oh,
title.
dude, that was amazing. Yeah.
These people
God, his face. I just hate it.
They hate each other so much.
She hates him. She hates him. I don't think he initially hated her, but she just does not like him.
I know, it's crazy. Like that tribe is like nuclear.
I want to know what was in the water on that beach.
The sea turtles.
It was the turtle soup.
The turtle soup. Call him Shredder. All right. I wanted to just comment last week because I wasn't on. I was very happy that Tiffany got eliminated. A little bit of a surprise, but good for, because like I said, I hate the Aussie tribe with a passion, and like good to see like their numbers starting to dwindle, especially after today. There's only 2 left, right?
There would be
dude, there's a lot more.
There's more.
No, it's Liana. Rossi. What we have, Xander.
Liana and Xander, right? That's it.
Yeah, because
you're talking about after today?
Yeah, after tonight.
After tonight.
So they're really dropping like flies, and like I would say that like Liana and Xander are the ones I dislike the least. I don't know about you.
I would think that at this point they probably have dropped based on like the amount that they've been dropping. I don't know why these people aren't looking more.
I've been a fan of Xander. Liana, not so much. And Liana and you guys, again, would know a lot more than this. I'm sure this is a pretty common thing on Survivor, but I've always just got rubbed wrong with Liana in her interviews because it's always like, you know, that person's like not good for my game. And I'm like, what game are you talking about? You haven't played any game. You haven't done anything. Like, what are you talking? Like, sometimes these people almost like like self-importance when they haven't really done anything. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%. I think that's also a mindset you want to come into to like be the leader and be that alpha and make the shit go towards your way. So I kind of get what they're doing, but like at the same time, you're 100% right when it's like, dude, who the fuck are you? Like, what makes you so special? What and what makes you determine that anybody else is lower than you? That's what pisses me off about those personalities in that.
Kev, I don't know if I haven't noticed this, but I want to know if maybe you did. No one's really talking like final 3, final 4 like alliances.
No,
which
they're
is
not at all.
at
I did notice that.
There's
and like
3 levels, and no one.
The biggest, like, I guess, like the biggest takeaway. I just don't think like people know what the fuck's going on, and nor should they. That's how the game like was good when it was good. Was like them having to adapt to things. Now it's just so much. My biggest takeaway is like why everybody is so demanding. One, everybody knows everybody's shit.
Yeah.
Nobody has a secret immunity idol. I don't even know why they call it that anymore at this point. 2,
public immunity idol.
Just going back to what Bill said, where it's like the just audacity of thinking that you have the right to be like, all right, well, this is how I trust it. Give me your idol, and then we're good. It's like, who the fuck are you? Like,
you know, it's a great. You know, it's
Yeah.
a great comparison to that. Shan right now with all that bossiness is like Devin on the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you will not infiltrate our pod. You will not, because if you do, like, I'm gonna be really mad, and that's not how the game's supposed to go. Like, so stop being like, literally, he called the guy selfish, the girl selfish, Amanda, for wanting to play herself, and that's basically how like Shan is. It's like,
Oh,
well,
wait.
no, you give me the idol or stuff because like I don't feel safe unless I have it. Or like, no, well, this is what I want to do, and even though you said it's like this panicked, like you said, like idea of like it's a great, it's like only child syndrome some of them have, and it's like
Yeah.
They don't expect to get
things
whatever-
aren't going exactly how they picture it and how they want it and how they said it was going to go in their confessional, and it's really led to a lot of like strife. Like right now, Kevin and myself are on the opposite side of a cold war. He picked Deshaun, I picked Shan pre-season, and right now they're neither of them, in my opinion, are doing each other any favors by fighting.
Yeah, it's just targets on their back at this point.
It's just causing drama to cause drama.
Yeah.
But Bill, wait until you see this episode with Devin's actions.
Oh.
Ooh, what tonight's?
Quick,
Yeah. Also, last episode when Ashley got kicked off was because Devin complained to the producer so much about her saying something.
I saw what she said too. So
did I. But
Yeah.
it was all Devin just being like, "That's not
That's why she got eliminated or kicked out.
she
Yeah.
basically, and we can say this tame way, but apparently she was getting in an argument with Josh, and she was basically said, "We all know you're gay."
Wow.
Yeah, she didn't actually like do it. They didn't air it or anything.
No,
like-
no, I had to do some,
I looked it up today. I
internet
couldn't
digging
find
for
it.
that.
Yeah. And basically it was just like Devin and two other guys were like, the Spanish guy, I forget his name.
Logan.
And some,
Logan.
yeah. We're all like, that's absolutely absurd. It's like, dude, you let Camilla come back on and win the next year. Like, what are you talking about?
Some of the
I'm
people
sorry,
are
I
genuine
digress.
scumbags. Like, let's not hear it. Like,
Yeah. But sorry, that's a whole different.
No, I know we're like jumping. We're jumping universes.
it's okay. It's okay.
No, I like it. What if we did a show where we're just constantly like there's like a thing on our
Yeah,
side. We're just
air.
switching-
Everything.
yeah, just confusing the audience completely.
That would be
That's
awesome.
gonna be like the Friday night variety hour episodes where we come on with no topic and we just go live.
The Reality Guys multiverse.
Like we have,
Reality Guys After Dark, like you guys have joked about, but that could be a real thing.
yeah, like we all watch the TV show and like Kevin would make a point, then I have to make a point that kind of corresponds with his about my show, and it's just like a loop.
Yeah. Just keeps going.
The confusion show. I mean, I don't even remember what we were talking about there, but
I mean, we were kind of talking about the pre, kind of just basically them all, how they're all panicked and fighting. I had something I wanted to ask you guys about. We talked about Ricard in the deaf ear thing. Me and Brian joked about this pre-show. How about Naseer does not like people having his name in their mouth? He does not like it at all. Like, not even the idea of a hypothetical of a maybe, or you said my name. He does not like it.
yeah, with Heather. And then Heather's like,
I don't know what you expected there, but although that being said, Heather did just like out of nowhere was like, "We're going to see her. Like, let's change this immediately." And he's just like, "What the fuck did I?"
did she ask Erica or Shan and was like, or Liana was like, did I say Naseer's name? They're like, yes, you did. And then he was just like,
That was
Oh yeah, that was the best. That was the best. It was like, yeah. Hold on, let me ask you. Did I say or how did I bring up Naseer? She goes, "Oh yeah, you said we're going for Naseer this week," and he was just like, "Thank you."
yeah, mama, no, I forgive you,
Yeah.
mama. But today, new day, mama. It's like, it's funny. It sucks, man. Like after watching all these shows, Kev, like seeing these people who have idols and they just get like blanked. It's kind of crazy. Like he's sitting there listening. Like I'm jumping ahead here, but like I feel like this is kind of the episode where Heather's like, don't give any clues that he feels safe. She's like, I'm praying for an idol. I'm praying. Like, it's just
Oh,
like,
I know.
I thought she was gonna blow it too.
just stop talking. Dumb.
She's an idiot. Yeah,
They
but-
were kind of right. Though.
I mean, they were
she
right
really
with
does
her.
like no harm being around, really.
Yeah, so they are right.
yeah,
She's just like
she's
a,
a shield.
like a
And I also think that about the one that was immune too. She's
Oh, Erica?
yeah. Well, I mean, what does she really bring to the
I
table?
mean,
Is she
she's
just like,
been pretty involved in the game now, like from doing the time smash thing, now getting that immunity. I mean, even if she doesn't ends up just being like a jury member, I
I
think that's
can promise you, she's luckily won this.
no, no. I'm not saying that she's like some all-star or anything like that, but I think at the end of her game, she'll be able to look back and be like, I think I overachieved. Like, I don't think even if she got voted out next week, it would be like, oh, she had a bad run. Like, that was a pretty good run.
Yeah, but I mean, like long run, and I think that's how I always think about it. Is at the end of the day, this all comes down to a debate, and it all comes down to a couple of like key component: outlast, outplay, outwit everybody else. How are you going to prove that? And really, I don't see her being able to do anything more than I like she's never going to outwit anybody. And that's probably the biggest one. She luckily outplayed somebody this week, and outlast. That was the one move she did with the time thing. Congratulations, you're 33% good.
In her defense, it's a little bit more than some of the other people on the show. That's the thing.
All of them are not going to make it either. I'm with you.
So I mean,
I agree 100%.
so we'll see.
No, this is not. She was better than the worst people there.
Right.
Somebody else. There's many other people that are going to get to that position before anybody that you're referring to.
Yeah, I don't think she's like. I know kind of Brian's even saying too. It's not like I know we use the challenge as like a comparison, but it's like I think it's like the most easiest way to compare it to is like it's not somebody making it to a final without ever going to an elimination. She at least won a challenge. She's been involved a little bit, so I don't feel like she's coasting through. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different type of player, and those people are known. That the coaster is Heather.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a whole different thing. She has no shot as well. At the end of the day, more moves need to be made, I'm sorry, than just knocking something, basically just being lucky to have fallen on the opportunity to change up the game based on fucking getting sent to an island randomly that you didn't know about. You know what I mean? She didn't do anything to get there. She didn't make that move.
That's true. What if she wins another immunity challenge? Will you give her some props?
No.
Nope. He's like, I made up my mind.
We'll find out. Let's get to the challenge though, because I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you guys this. Do you like that they like are breaking up into random teams every time?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It keeps it at least like alliance-esque out of it.
Yeah,
It's like alliance proof in a way.
Alliance proof.
It's not traditional Survivor though. I mean, that's kind of the thing we've been dealing with this whole season. I mean, it definitely penalizes players that have long play and long cons kind of going, because you can just go into a random week now and it's shuffle time, or it's triple elimination, or hey, immunity idols don't work this week, you know, like that. So it's more interesting if you're and I guess interesting. It's a bit more dynamic as a viewer, but I like you guys, like we talk about like wanting camp life and things like that, and a lot of that is the strategy. So I feel like if this is how the trend will continue with Survivor, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna start using my fucking idol right away. I'm gonna start just using my shit up, because you don't even know what the hell is gonna happen to you next week. You're completely screwed. I don't know. I mean, do you guys like it? Like, I'm a little bit more down on it, I guess, the more I say it. But like
the
I don't know. What do you think?
Random splitting?
Huh?
What do you mean the random?
I think I'm a little bit like, I kind of, as I was saying, like I like the splitting like for the challenges, but I guess I don't like it for the tribal council aspect of it.
All right, that's fair. I kind of agree.
I would say that I think what they're trying to get them to realize is you can't hold on to an idol until the 4th pick and guarantee yourself in. So it's going to, or the 6th pick, whatever it is. And it's going to be more of a, all right, let's throw in 6 idols. Let's flush them out in 2 weeks. so that everybody, like, you know what I mean? There's that excitement of somebody finding one. There's the excitement of the power switch and all this. The fact that these people are telling everybody what they're doing and are very open about it is putting a major wrench in their plan. You heard it today during Tribal. Like, literally, Jeff was like, well, why does everybody know about these idols? And they're like, well, you made it a 3-person thing. Like, we of course have to know about this.
Stupid.
And he made it
bullshit.
so obvious. Like,
Yeah.
I really think they dropped the ball on that. But
phrases are
I do like the idea of what I just said when it comes to, all right, let's get an idol. I make it past this week. It's almost like winning an immunity for that week. And if you can somehow hold it for 2 weeks or something like that, then that's a whole other thing. But, or you, like, they want you to use it for somebody else. I don't know. I really don't know the full aspect as why they're trying to do it, but it's cool. Like, in my opinion, I think it's cool. It's just the fucking contestants are fucking it up.
The phrasing, they should maybe next time, like, you have to stand like this or something. Like, make it non.
Yeah, like nonverbal.
Yeah, or like something like saying.
Right. Yeah, that would have
like
been
a dumb phrase. It's crazy.
Everybody at the same time has to be itching their.
Also, dump the risk your vote, lose your vote wheel thing. That was stupid and didn't really end up coming into play much at all.
I mean,
like, it's just one too many things.
Yeah, but I agree with Bill where it's like, but still everybody then knows.
Yeah.
The one person comes back and they're like, all right, well, the other person I was with has a 50-50 shot of doing it.
Right.
You know, like, it even narrows that down. So I don't know. They're testing things out. This is their first time doing it. I guarantee you it's only going to get better from here. They've done this before. You know, like, this is the most extreme one.
All right. Should we talk about the challenge?
It's kind of another boring one.
Yeah, it is boring, but I just thought it looked hard to me.
This would have been fucking
Having to
hard.
stand like this, that's not like.
It's like this, and you're leaned
And
over, I
you're-
think.
Yeah, I still like marvel at Danny standing. His feet are so big. I don't know how he stands on those little blocks.
I know, dude.
Oh,
Being said, the issue here is the person with the biggest calves.
big, right.
You know what I mean? They're the one with the littlest grip, and they have to get back.
Right.
It literally looked like they were getting crucified.
That's what I have written down. Looks like everyone was like, they looked like they were like Pontius Pilate just killed them all. It's got them all up there.
Jeff Probst is Pontius Pilate.
Puts on a like robe. All right, let me run down the teams. Yellow, we got Erica, Shan, Ricard, Naseer, Heather. Blue, Deshawn, Eevee, Liana, Xander, Danny. And winning tribe, in addition, gets some stew, which apparently was very good. But I mean, these dudes aren't eating. They don't fish. I mean,
I just loved the last few weeks.
Well,
Here's some grilled cheers. Here's a stew.
yeah. I mean,
I just get over the silent moans of Xander that they just kept doing. Oh, like, if you close your eyes, you would have thought you were watching a porno.
yeah, right. Oh, the stew. Oh, it's bubbling.
And later, when he was at tribal council, and he's like, Jeff, you undersold the stew with the broth and the beef. And I'm like, dude, this guy, you
Yeah,
weigh
he goes,
like
the
130
carrots,
pounds. You
that-
obviously
that-
don't like food. Like, stop
yeah,
it.
right. Yeah, I mean, they're not.
Shit.
Yeah, they just. I don't know. They. We'll talk about it later, I guess, when we get to them talking, because I want to mention camp life. But let's just get this challenge over with because it's boring. Erica wins on the yellow team. Xander lives the longest, gets the stew for the blue boys. Apparently, it was good. I wish we could have seen it. I mean, they're not really doing a good job of showing these rewards. Have you noticed that? It used to be like they would like.
Oh yeah. There was like a
dabble
Zoom.
in the rewards so much.
Do you think they like told the camera people to like stay far away from them because of COVID?
That's a good point.
No.
That's a good point for eating. Maybe if they're like,
I just think in general, like I don't know. I mean, it just
possible.
there's dumber things we've gotten because of like COVID, like changes in rules. Then like don't get too close.
I
to
think
them
they
in camp.
took away. I think they took away like the secret immunity. Like find a. Right? Is that not the best one? It's like, oh, we have a
Yeah.
We have a, whatever, and then they go there, and the people who figured out,
Yeah.
let's look under. Like, I think they just took that out completely. So there's really no need for a cameraman to be in their faces.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do admit I like that when like I like when
that was always the best. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
who the fuck's gonna
yeah,
find
I
it?
like. I mean, they did in the beginning, but like somebody had an idol, and then they didn't show them finding it, and they just drop it, and then they show.
Yeah, they did it.
That I like because then you have no clue. Then
Yeah,
you really
as a
surprised.
viewer, it's so much better.
Yeah.
We need to write them about that.
I mean, they're gonna watch soon, so they'll pick this all up and adjust their seasons. So what I wanted to say was we got some camp life today. We got some serious camp life, and it made me happy. I know that I've been clamoring for it. Kevin's been clamoring for it. We got a little bit last week, which you guys definitely mentioned, which I'm glad about, but just good to see people just scheming and getting paranoid like Shan.
Now we're in the fucking game. Now, like this is the merge is happening. We are in it, and this is where it starts getting good.
Yeah, as soon as they get the jury members, that's when it really starts to ramp up, like the lying and the scheming and
yeah.
like that. And so what do we think? What do you think of this huge alliance? Like, I can't see it lasting that much longer. Because Naseer wasn't really a part of it. Like, spoiler alert, he got eliminated, but he wasn't.
That power 4 that they were referring to for a while, I mean, that's done. I mean, Deshaun and Shan already really don't like each other. You saw that even in the beginning of the episode. They were clamoring to 2 separate groups. And then I think really that whole big crux of that camp life vote for that pod, if you want to call it at least, was Deshaun. Does Deshaun stick with the power 4 now through that vote and get rid of Eevee? Or does he decide to make a move then and flip the vote and go against like a Liana or like, and that was interesting because he was openly debating that right in front of Danny.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Danny's a low key coaster too.
I mean, he kind of made a move today.
Yeah, but I'm saying it like he kind of was a low key coaster till today.
Yeah.
Wait, Danny?
Threat, huh?
I thought Danny was a little bit more coasty until today. Yeah.
Which one's Danny?
He's the one with the dreads.
Yeah, I played the NFL.
Oh yeah. I thought. All right, good. Thank you. All right. Yeah. I'm with you 100%. I agree with Bill. Shut up, Ryan. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
All right, I zoned out there for one.
I'm agreeing that he made a pretty good move today, and that I did not think was going to work.
They did a good job at producing this episode,
Yeah.
like more so than other ones. I had zero clue that was going to happen. I was convinced that it was going the other way on that vote.
You're talking about the second elimination?
Yeah. I was genuinely surprised by that. I mean, Xander even was like the last line of the episode was good one, guys. Like,
what are you saying, Kevin?
Can we get this one through? Because I have some opinions about this.
Yeah, I mean, we can go right into tribal. I mean, this episode, like Bill said, not a lot happened, but like the major points, like obviously it's always tribal for these guys.
The other one too going into it was Ricard. Ricard was trying to make the move against Naseer.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing. And he was the one, like we talked about, where he told Heather that your name is going to get like thrown around. And unlike a Naseer, she's completely fine with her name being thrown around, to the fact that she almost gets herself fucked by playing into it too much. So it's been interesting to see where you have people like Naseer, and I'm sure if it's even Shan, like if Shan heard her name being even fake put out there, she would not be okay with it. And you gotta, I think I've seen, at least on this season, I'm thinking you gotta find a decent balance of being okay with your name being out there, right? I mean, it's gonna be impossible for your name to never not be out there, right?
Yeah, if Shan later in the season, if she makes it, when like and somebody has immunity and there's like 4 people left, she's gonna be like going nuts on that island. Absolutely nuts. Do you agree, Kev?
Absolutely. 100%.
It's like out of
my popcorn.
Yeah. Did you guys like speaking of that, when we get to there, like that huge cockroach that landed on Tiffany?
Oh my god, dude, that was huge.
It's not a cockroach, but yes.
You don't think that? What do you think that was?
Ryan, when have you ever seen a cockroach fly?
There's cockroaches that.
I mean,
It was
flung at her.
It was one of those big ass beetles with those pictures.
I don't know what goes on in south of this planet.
Of the
Bugs.
It was a large shelled bug.
It was huge.
of the equator.
It was so funny though, because it was just like she was like,
I know. I really couldn't tell if that was staged, not staged, but edited in so that like, oh, please let this drop down, and a bug just randomly dropped on someone else.
They probably did, but it was very funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna believe that there was the Jeff Probst God doing that, giving Heather a sign.
It was actually like in the Bible. What was the Beatles from the?
Oh, like when Moses.
Yeah, what are those called?
The locust.
A locust. That's what it was. It was a biblical locust.
The swarms. Yeah. So so this tribal, Shan played her vote, right? Double, because it had to go to 6. But like if she didn't, like you said, if she didn't play that, Bill, what's her face would be gone.
What are you talking about, dude? Did you see at the end?
What do you mean?
She voted. She played her extra vote and voted the other person. She held them both up, and one was.
No, I did not watch that part. I didn't watch.
One was in this. What you're saying? She
One
voted
was
for one of
Naseer,
each.
and the other one was. She wasted it. It was
okay.
It makes zero
Wait,
sense.
why would she? I thought why would she do that?
I didn't watch that part, Kev.
No, but why would she do that?
During the end credits, they always like
Yeah, they showed.
show
I just didn't.
whoever they voted for, and they showed her holding both her things, and it was 2 different names.
I'm pulling it up while we're talking.
Like I'm sure there's some sort of backhanded like attempt at this, but it makes zero sense in my head.
Is it like her trying to like kind of like mask her vote kind of thing?
That's the only way I can think of it. But why would you waste your vote? Like maybe get rid of it and make people think you still have it and hope they didn't count that some like you being the only one with an extra vote like didn't. I don't know. I don't get it.
Right, because if you just saved it and voted for Naseer, she still has it.
It makes zero sense.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's really dumb.
Yeah.
Not that smart.
And then just went into overtime, which I felt bad for Naseer, to be honest. That deserved to be there.
Yeah, it sucks. But I did not.
Yeah, look, Eevee, Liana, Eevee. Oh, the one before Eevee, Liana. So that's for the Eevee one, but do they show the other? Oh, did they show it before Kev? Like after they finished their vote, the first ones?
No, it's like in the credits.
Yeah, I know in the credits, but the Eevee one was in the credits because that was the second tribal. So did they do that? I'm just going back.
Yeah, they might have.
I'll tell you right now.
I believe you. That's just stupid. It doesn't make sense in 5. Like so dumb. I did not know that. That's really dumb.
Here we go. So here's when this year gets voted out.
Or is it after maybe the Eevee thing? Like
I checked after the Eevee thing. Hold on right now. He's getting snuffed right now. Oh no, they do. They show it right after. Okay, here we go. So he's walking over. He's waving. They're walking out. He's saying goodbye. I don't know why he's smiling. He just got a limit. So Heather. Yeah, dude, she did. Whoa. Oh my God.
You just like expected it to be like
what? Hold on. I don't know if it'll let me screen share it or not, but if it doesn't, I'll take a picture and I'll send it to you guys right now. This should be the goddamn. This should be the thumbnail.
Yeah. Send that to me.
Right. This picture. Hold on.
Just send it to me. I'll edit it. I can just go back on mine and I'll screen grab it after this. But that is dumb. Okay.
Right. Thank you.
No, I did not know that.
I
like looked away for a second. That's stupid.
The last thing I would have ever thought somebody utilizing their use a vote is just to burn their own vote. Like
no, there is zero reason to do it. The producers were probably
all
like,
it did was burn their
what?
vote.
Yeah.
Like it does nothing.
So technically, Bill, you were right. That thing did nothing.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how much of nothing.
I didn't know.
Jesus, that whole thing was a TLDR.
Yeah. Jesus
Christ. All right.
Look at the Brian. Look at the picture. Even the goofy face she's making.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I will go grab this to get a cleaner version for this.
yeah.
Putting that
yeah.
right in the center. All right, let's move on because I don't even want to talk about her. That is so dumb.
Like, it,
Yeah, it's so stupid. Okay, this tribal council, I kind of was unsure what the play was going to be because Xander everyone was asking Xander like what he was going to do. Finally, who were they going to go for? Liana? Is that what they're leaning towards?
it was Lee. Yeah, so it was Liana v Eevee, basically, were the two names.
Yeah,
being
but I
floated.
kind of thought they snubbed out like no more Eevee. They didn't really talk about it. Like you said, the editing was really good in this. And then Danny has his last ditch effort, like, hey, I think you should get rid of Eevee. She's a power player. And remember, Xander was like, I might use my idol for Eevee. Because this is when Liana had the balls and be like, hey, why don't you let me use the idol? Like, what? No, like
That was so bad. I mean, I guess really it came down to that they just couldn't flip. Xander couldn't flip Deshaun. If Xander flipped Deshaun, then that Liana would have went. The alliance, at least for that week, stuck together. But the only reason it even stuck, I feel like if Shan was in that pod, it wouldn't have went that way. There's no way Deshaun is ever going to vote with Shan again. I really don't think so.
God.
It's just dumb right now.
Right.
I don't know
No,
why you would
I
break up
agree.
that 4 pod.
Yeah.
Now they're that like nemesis of who's secretly in charge here, you know, and it's definitely Shan, but I think Deshaun is bitter about it.
Yeah, it's Shan. Yeah, but you know what though? Like you see in the preview, it seems like he's going to take a shot at Ricard first, as opposed to directly at Shan. And then why include Ricard against you? Because now you're really screwing yourself. If you had gone to Ricard even and said, "I want to snipe Shan," he'd be like, "Yeah, definitely."
Yeah, like yeah. He's at no.
Yeah, but Ricard's like living this card of. He's living this Ricard
Yeah, I
of.
was just gonna say good wording.
He's living the Ricard. I like that.
Of being
Ricard.
so loyal to Shan because Shan is an alpha right now, and he doesn't want to fuck himself. Like as soon as he shows any sort of like complacency when it comes to her and what's going on, she's gonna be like, "You're done." She's a bitch. I don't like her at all.
There's a weirdness where like no one will take a shot at her because I feel like they all want to, but it's almost like
It's too early.
No, it's like people are afraid to take a shot at her. Wait, hold on. It's like people are afraid to take the shot at her, not because they don't think it won't work, but then they feel like they'll be a target after doing it because it's like, oh, Brian made the big move. We have to look out for Brian now. Like no one wants to be the first one to make like a big shot because they're all afraid of like them being weak the next week. The only person that doesn't care is Xander because he's always immune.
They're going after Ricard to get rid of any sort of like, I guess, shelter she has or padding, armor, whatever you want to look at it like that, and then just leave her out there naked to like nothing. You can just take her out. You know what I mean? That's the way you have to get out of these like big people.
Yeah. Does he run the risk now? Because even how he was running his mouth this past week, like he runs the risk of like Danny even like pulling away on him because he's like, dude, you're just too risky. Like you're not sticking with the plan. Let's get rid of it. Let's let him get rid of himself. And then back to the 3 of us, and maybe we pull in Ricard as the 4th. Like I just think Deshaun is putting himself in. He's not wrong. Like nothing he's saying is wrong. Like he's not wrong for being mad at Shan or being annoyed or this, that, but like in this game, is it worth it to be verbally annoyed?
Dude, if you stick to your guns way too long in this game, or too long in this game in general, you end up killing yourself with them. It's as simple as that. Like it happens every fucking season, and that's what I really noticed it this episode, especially where it was like, dude, you gotta learn to go with the flow on things. That's absolute key. It's just
That's what Danny's doing.
stay low key, but just
100%.
go with it. Yeah.
I could also see this like trailer being like a smoke screen where they say Ricard, but then like Shan starts freaking out and everyone's like, yeah, I'm sick of this as well. Because she's
her being trying to pull that alpha move,
Yeah.
like, well,
I mean, it also we got to see who wins immunity. That's always what it comes down to.
I think the format of this week saved Shan. I think if it was a big group tribal, there was a good shot that she could have been targeted.
For sure.
For sure. I want to watch another tribal where they're just running around like with their heads cut off.
Me neither, dude.
Not watchable, man. It's like, have you not watched this show before, people? Like, what are you doing?
It's too much, man.
All right,
that's all I kept saying last time.
Well, when they do it like that, it doesn't make you end up feeling like there's a clear cut, like good winner or good lead person. They're all just scrambling and shit. And like, it doesn't.
Or like as an audience member, it's like, what would you do? It's like, well, it doesn't matter what I would do because at the end of the day, it's just going to change anyway. Exactly. Like, you can't get into it in that way.
Right. Let's pop some champagne because Eevee is the king is dead.
Thank God.
Yeah,
seriously,
she's out, man. She's the worst.
We're still gonna have to see her face.
What?
We're still gonna have to see her face on jury.
Two members of the jury already.
You know how everybody comes back and they look like 40 times hotter than
clean.
They're on it. She's gonna come back looking exactly the same. I feel like. You know what I mean? Like,
if I never got
she's gonna look worse.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's for getting ready.
Dude, they're also not doing like the walk-in where it's like, please walk.
Oh yeah, that's dramatic. This is the first year they haven't done that. Yeah. Where it's like, oh, dude, he's like kind of good looking.
Survivor. This shit with like cutting the theme song and cutting the walk-ins and stuff. It's like Survivor's like Major League Baseball trying to trim time off the 4-hour game by like saying you only have 40 seconds to do a pitch. It's like you're cutting like 30 seconds off of a 5-hour thing.
During COVID, cutting the season down like by 20%.
Ready to play.
Do you think they thought the theme song was like insensitive?
Oh God,
that's a
it's
good
insensitive
point.
That we're not getting to hear it.
Is something
I'm just
about
thinking of like, why would they cut it? It's the only reason.
Obama.
Yeah, but that would be like cutting like the Olympic theme song to like,
I don't know,
the African, like,
I don't know.
Remember when like the World Cup was like
Dude, the Survivor theme song is so much better than the Olympic theme song.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm just trying to think of why it's still not here. We're not getting it. It's just going.
Maybe copyrights.
They definitely own the song. It's probably some bullshit like creative thing.
Finally got the internet and they're like, yo, what the fuck is this? And then they get paid. Yeah. They now have one Skyride.
Yeah, some guy in like a little village. That's mine.
Exactly.
They stole it.
The bitch took my creative liability.
That's really funny. Does anybody have anything else before we get out of here so I can chug a shot for Eevee being eliminated? No? Oh. Gotta turn it up though. Like, we don't even get them walking in, like their pictures.
I know, you don't get that breakdown.
If somebody's like emerging from the water.
That pisses me off about all these types of shows is when they have the walk-in.
I need to learn how to like actually pipe these things.
90% of the people aren't there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it sucks. But I got nothing else.
Banger. Yeah, I need to learn how to pipe these things in more correctly. I think if we were on Skype, it's easier.
It drops.
Yeah, I could do it easier. I just have to spend like 20 minutes actually like looking into it and we'll be good. We'll do that when we go to the audio with the other stuff. We'll practice with that. So
all right. I got nothing else.
I mean, I think we're good, right? I think we covered the shit out of this episode.
Yeah.
We're fucking great.
Another boring one, but I mean, got to the deets.
We definitely made it more entertaining than it actually was to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we do.
All right, everybody. We're going to do something else this week, right? Like this is not the end of us for this week.
We are doing challenge. I think it's probably a safe bet to just do a part 1 and part 2 within the same episode and just cover them both. You know what I mean? We'll cover main challenge. We'll do a and then we'll just do All Stars. Waleed will be on for All Stars. Our friend.
Yeah, take my spot until next week.
Oh, you didn't watch All Stars yet?
I did. I'm just like
You're
I
gonna
said,
be gone tomorrow.
I'm working until Sunday, starting tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you're doing the night. All right, yeah. So we will have Waleed on. Brian and I will do regular challenge, spies, lies, and allies, and then we'll have Waleed on for All Stars. And then, like we said, guys, we have some other stuff in the works in outside of the Reality Guys, and also some new stuff within the Reality Guys. Some different formats for some of the different shows, and there is a bunch of stuff coming up. They did announce, I told you guys in text, Survivor 42 will be coming in March. That is confirmed. We'll have The Bachelor in January. We have Amazing Race coming back January or February.
Do it.
Just a shit
I
ton of
love
stuff.
Amazing Race.
Never seen it.
It's so cheesy, but I love it.
Never seen it.
Oh, dude, Amazing Race is great.
Well,
It's
Brian,
so
you're gonna
corny.
watch all 19
All
seasons.
42 seasons.
4
I
days.
can't wait till we do our preview special for that, because there's zero way to actually know who's going to do good at the Amazing Race.
Oh yeah, dude, it's impossible to tell.
Like and subscribe if this is your first time, or you finally somehow made it this far into this episode and are still watching. You definitely should subscribe.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deuces.